Krishna, Part 2. Krishna talks of himself as God, as Christ does. He sees the deity in himself. And he says, "None can go a day out of my path. All have to come to me. Whosoever wants to worship in whatsoever form, I give him faith in that form, and through that I meet him. His heart is all for the masses." Independent, Krishna stands out. The very boldness of it frightens us. We depend upon everything, upon a few good words, upon circumstances. When the soul wants to depend upon nothing, not even upon life, that is the height of philosophy, the height of manhood. Worship leads to the same goal. Krishna lays great stress upon worship. Worship God. Various sorts of worship we see in the world. The sick man is very worshipful to God. There is the man who loses his fortune. He also prays very much to get money. The highest worship is that of the man who loves God for the God's sake. The question may be asked, why should there be so much sorrow if there is God? The worshipper replies that there is misery in the world, but because of that I do not cease to love God. I do not worship him to take away my misery. I love him because he is love itself. The other types of worship are lower grade, but Krishna has no condemnation for anything. It is better to do something than to stand still. The man who begins to worship God will grow by degrees and begin to love God for love's sake. How to attain purity living this life? Shall we all go to the forest caves? What good would it do? If the mind is not under control, it is no use living in a cave because the same mind will bring all disturbances there. We will find 20 devils in the cave because all the devils are in the mind. If the mind is under control, we can have the cave anywhere, wherever we are. It is our own mental attitude which makes the world what it is for us. Our thoughts make things beautiful. Our thoughts make things ugly. The whole world is in our minds. Learn to see things in the proper light. First, believe in this world, that there is meaning behind everything. Everything in the world is good, is holy and beautiful. If you see something evil, think that you are not understanding it in the right light. Throw the burden on yourself. Whenever we are tempted to say that the world is going to the dogs, we ought to analyze ourselves, and we shall find that we have lost the faculty of seeing things as they are. Work day and night. Behold, I am the Lord of the universe. I have no duty. Every duty is bondage. But I work for work's sake. If I cease to work for a minute, there would be chaos. So do thou work without any idea of duty. This world is a play. You are his playmates. Go on and work without any sorrow, without any misery. See his play in the slums, in the salons. Work to lift people, not that they are vile or degraded. Krishna does not say that. Do you know why so little good work is done? My lady goes to the slum. She gives a few ducats and says, "My poor men, take that and be happy." Or my fine woman walking through the street sees a poor fellow and throws him 5 cents. Think of the blasphemy of it. Blessed are we that the Lord has given us his teaching in your own testament. Jesus says, "Inasmuch as you have done it unto the least of these my brethren, you have done it unto me." It is blasphemy to think that you can help anyone. First, root out this idea of helping and then go to worship. God's children are your master's children, and children are but different forms of the Father. You are his servant. Serve the living God. God comes to you in the blind and in the halt, in the poor, in the weak, in the diabolical. What a glorious chance for you to worship. The moment you think you are helping, you undo the whole thing and degrade yourself. Knowing this work, what follows, you say? You do not get that heartbreak, that awful misery, then work is no more slavery. It becomes a play and joy itself. Work. Be unattached. This is the whole secret. If you get attached, you become miserable. With everything we do in life, we identify ourselves. Here is a man who says harsh words to me. I feel anger coming on me. In a few seconds, anger and I are one, and then comes misery. Attach yourself to the Lord and to nothing else, because everything else is unreal. Attachment to the unreal will bring misery. There is only one existence that is real, only one life in which there is neither object nor subject. But unattached love will not hurt you. Do anything, marry, have children, do anything you like. Nothing will hurt you. Do nothing with the idea of mine. Duty for duty's sake, work for work's sake. What is that to you? You stand aside.